Williamsburg Bridge. Behind that bridge, you see the Freedom Tower, right?
Yep. That's the financial district. Man, it is a beautiful view out here. My man, M Reck, man, listen, man, I told him this is one of the forefathers, one of the originals of the hip hop blog sphere / artist. And I told him, and it's so crazy, so you know I'm not capping, when we was downstairs, I seen him, I didn't even see the hat yet. I just know, I was like, yo, that's Reck. And I was like, yo, you a legend in the game. And I told him that because just before we had these phones, before we had all these outlets like IG, he was in the trenches of the early days of the YouTube, getting the interviews. And I referenced an interview he did with Beanie Siegel, 2011, where Beanie Siegel was just coming off with his disagreement with Jay. It was a raw interview, and it was, you know, it was uncut. And I just want to ask you, like, going back to that time period, how was it doing that interview, and how did you get in these places to get these interviews? Because the shit wasn't like how social media is now.
Nah, I mean, everything back then, you had to have relationships, you know, and back then it was totally different. You couldn't film these artists on your phone because they wouldn't even, you know, respect it.
Right.
You had to have like official cameras and all that. And then also, I came from Brooklyn to go to Philly. But Philly always been like my second home because I used to put out this brand called Gutter Music. That's still my brand. We used to put out the mixtapes. You know, if you know Gutter Music, we had a lot of the instrumentals, the best ofs and stuff like that. And you know the instrumentals, it's Gutter Music. That's my voice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, you had to have relationships, and the artists had to respect you. And at the same time, it was the grind. You know
I remember vividly. This was the Forbes DVD era because, like I said, Reck was one of the first people I seen who would have his music in it, playing in the beginning and at the end, and so it was like cross promotion.
Correct.
With doing the blogging and the interview and everything. So can I ask you? I just want to ask you two things.
Yeah.
How does it feel like being almost like the pioneer of this space, and then seeing how much is it evolved, and what would you have done differently as far as like, do you feel like you should have capitalized more of it, or you could have did something different?
Nah, it feels great because when I was doing it, I was actually just, you know, me being different. You know what I'm saying? Me going left. That's always my thing. Everybody going right, I always go left. So that was me making my mark. And as you see, you know, that's the blueprint for right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything is documented. So you saying what you saying, I didn't coach you to say this. This ain't no script. You understand what I'm saying? We just met, like literally maybe an hour and a half ago, 2 hours tops. And that's only because we shot a episode for The Streets is the Myth. You dig what I'm saying? Other than that, I saw you, you know what I mean, in front of the, you know, the office.
And I just said,
you know what I mean?
You was like, you waiting for somebody? I said, yeah. You was like, you the dude waiting? I was like, yeah, what's up, bro?
I didn't even know.
It didn't even know. And that's the, just, man, life, the universe, man.
Definitely. So I would do nothing different because I wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
Facts.
You understand?
Facts.
And what I did back then is the reason why I'm still sitting at the top of the helm now. You know what I'm saying? Cream of the crop.
Good point.
You feel me? Don't stop. I'm still got everybody, you know, emulating what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I do animation. Now everybody trying to do that. You dig what I'm saying? With Spooky Hours, I got my own app, Spooky Hours app. You know, like, I'm a trendsetter, and I've been better. So that's it. We're going to leave it as that. M Reck, I'm here, man.
Appreciate you, man, for the opportunity, and appreciate you for the motivation and
no doubt.
the good content,
Appreciate you,
bro.
King. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Salute, King.